Hello, freshmen. I have to be out on Tuesday and Thursday on odd days. I'm actually on campus on Tuesday, and then on Thursday I'm off campus for a training. So I wanted just to go over some instructions for your building of your slideshow. So I'm going to go ahead and go through those things here. First of all, by the time you sit down to build the slideshow, you should have already filled out this document in class with me where we get the background and the research on the particular immigrant that you chose. So you have all that information. Then you're going to start building the slideshow. Each one of these boxes represents a slide. In this case, this one represents 3 different slides. So on the first slide, you're going to have a title. The name of the person is your title. You should have a subtitle that maybe is some interesting information about your particular immigrant. So let's say, for example, it's Sofia Vergara. So you would have in big letters Sofia Vergara, and then in small letters, maybe something about how she's an actress, comedian, and all-around good person. I don't know, just some sort of little small subtitle with it. A photograph of the person and your name. Okay, then you would have background information, the country of origin. Where did they come from? When did they come from that particular country? Is there any cultural relevance or interesting data about that country? Like what language were they speaking in that country? Maybe a map or picture. If there was a war that led them to flee their country, then you're going to want to at least have something about that on that page. For slide 3, you're going to have background, family, and education. Maybe a picture from childhood if there is a picture, maybe upbringing, religion, influences for that person as a child, any special jobs or achievements or training before they became whatever they're famous for. So that's this space. Slide 4, contributions to American society. So you're answering the question, what is this person famous for? What contributions has this person made to the country or to the world? Now, the slides that I'm going to be most focused on, and the ones that you should really focus on yourself, are these 3 slides. Slides 5, 6, and 7. Why is this person a positive role model for Americans? You are going to present 3 arguments, 1 logos, 1 pathos, 1 ethos. They should be research-based. So if you're going to do logos, you've got to find a logical reason why this person is important to American society, okay? You have to have maybe for ethos, you can have a quote from somebody else about this person. So let's say, for example, you're doing Albert Einstein. I bet there are quotes from other important people about why Albert Einstein is important to science. Okay, so you might put something like that in there. The hardest one you're going to find is probably logos. So if you're struggling, do the best you can, coming up with a logical reason, and then maybe get some help from somebody else if you need it. Otherwise, I can give you some feedback when I come back. So these 3 slides are important because I want to see that you know what logos is, that you know what pathos is, and that you know what ethos is. And look to my comments down here for any extra help. Slide 8, news. When you do a Google search, so if I go to Google and I type in the name of a person that I'm looking at, so let's say Sofia Vergara. Okay, I'm going to press return. And then up here, do you see where it says news? I click there, and that's going to give me the latest information about this person. For example, I didn't know this, but 23 hours ago it was posted on NBC that Sofia Vergara talks about her battle with cancer. Okay, no idea. If I had done some research on her, I probably wouldn't know that about her. So that's the most recent information. But we can even take somebody from a long time ago. One of the topics is Cary Grant. So if I put Cary Grant in here and I hit the news button, Cary Grant struggled with family's dark secret before he was saved. I don't know what that is. George Hamilton on his style, influences, and rules for dressing. He's an actor who's still alive today. I'm guessing that he took his lead from Cary Grant. Here's another one. Jason Isaacs leads cast of an ITV drama on the life, it says lift, how do they have a spelling error there, of Cary Grant. So I can go through and I can go, let's see, what's the most interesting information? I want something that's really newsworthy. And it looks like a lot of it's about how he dressed, because he was very famous for the way he looked. That would also lead to your, if you wanted to do your argument for Cary Grant, about why he's such an influence. He's a style influence. There's lots of people who have taken their style cues from Cary Grant, who was always very well dressed. Okay, so you can do that by hitting that news button. Okay, so going back to the last slide, slide 9 is your sources. That's where you are going to list the websites that you used in your research, and you're going to create a hyperlink. Hyperlink is simply where you have you click on something like this, and then you add a link to it that takes us to that website. So this is actually a hyperlink to how to make hyperlinks. So I will have this document, even though you're going to have a physical paper in the classroom, I will also have this digitally in Canvas so that you can reference it when you need to digitally, okay? So you have 2 days to build this slideshow. It is due by the end of the period on the 2nd day. Use your time well, do the best you can, and I will see you the following week, especially for the odd classes. See you later. Bye.